fragrance community. My name is Ken and welcome to the webcast Fragrance 411. Before I get started in today's review, I would like to say thank you to our official sponsor, fragrancenet.com. Right now, they have given us, which is really cool, they have given us a 20% off coupon. So in your checkout, make sure you enter FRAG411 for 20% off, and that is good until April 30th of 2015. Now, on to the review. Coming from the house of Valentino, it's Uomo. Here's the bottle right here, and the box. Now, your codes are typically on the bottom, and the code is on the bottom of the box, and while I was looking at the bottom of the bottle, I did not see it. But upon looking around, I found that it's actually up here by the neck. So there's going to be your code, and again, your codes should always match. Valentino Uomo was introduced in 2014. The nose behind this one is Olivier Polge. Now, we know Mr. Polge's resume, right? In the community, if you've been around a while, you definitely know some of the classics he's been behind. We've got Dior Homme, Midnight in Paris, Spice Bomb, just to name a couple. So this guy comes in your two standard sizes, 50 and 100 mLs. Now the note breakdown is pretty interesting. At the top, we're going to have bergamot and myrtle. In the heart or middle, we have coffee, chocolate, and hazelnut. And in the base, we have cedar and leather. Now, what does this fragrance remind me of? Well, in the community, you hear a lot of people talk about it smells like Dior Homme minus that iris note. You know, honestly, I don't get that. And the reason why is it's difficult for me to remove that iris note from Dior Homme, being that is the main player in that fragrance. So I really, when I smelled this and I got my nose on it for the first time, I was expecting this Dior Homme without that iris. Well, I couldn't compare them. However, I will say this. I will say the dry down on this is a lot like Dior Homme Intense. Dior Homme's little brother, right? So you're gonna get that chocolatey, powdery dry down that you get from Dior Homme Intense. So what does this fragrance smell like? Well, in the opening, you're gonna get a slight citrus, but that only lasts very shortly. Then in comes the chocolate, and it sweetens up just enough. And then the dry down, you're going to get leather. But the leather's very subtle. It's well blended in this fragrance. So not one note really pops out. So when would I wear this? Well, I wouldn't wear it. I don't really see this as a casual fragrance, nor do I see it as a work fragrance. I guess if you work in an office setting where you're wearing a suit, maybe this would work. But if you're working, you know, at the local sub shop or whatever, I don't really see this fragrance working for you. I do see this as a wonderful date night. You know, you and the lady going out, this would be a perfect date night fragrance. I also do see it being a good clubbing night, going out with the guys, you know, or to a bar with some class. I really don't see this if you're going to do some dive. I don't think it's going to work there, but this would be something that, like a nice bar, supper club, something along those lines. So let's talk about the seasons and when would be the best time to wear this. I think that this is a great spring and fall fragrance. You can wear them throughout the day, in the night. It's perfect. It's not too cold, not too warm. Perfect. Now the summer, I wouldn't wear this in 90 plus degree weather. This could though be a great summer evening out with the family. And then as far as winter goes, if it's too cold, I don't think this one's gonna really cut through the cold. I think that if it's, you know, in the 50s, this would also work great in the wintertime. Now with this guy, I get pretty good projection and pretty good longevity. The projection on this one, I'm gonna have 2 hours. of a good bubble around me, and then it's going to kind of get a little close to the skin, but it's still projecting decently. And then with longevity, you're going to get your average 6 to 8 hours with this guy. Now, I do say that I have read others that have said they have gotten a little less. I've even seen people say they've gotten 24 hours with this fragrance. So it depends if you hit a little bit of clothing. With this one, as you can see, the juice is a little green. So if you're wearing like a white shirt or something light, be careful with this fragrance. You don't want to stain your shirt. If you're wearing something black or dark, you might be able to get the collar a little bit, and that's going to give you a lot more longevity with this guy. But I'm definitely going to say it's really good overall with this one. So if I was to give this guy an overall score, this would get a 9 out of 10. This is a solid fragrance and definitely needs to be tried. So that was my review on Valentino Uomo. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for tuning in.